contrast to his numbers away from LA. His ERA 6.19 on the road.
Delay from the umpires or something's going on here, but we're ready to go now.
We're all set for some ball. And the first pitch from Sasaki to Ward is a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, but ball one. Nestor Ceja behind home plate, calling the balls and strikes. Charlie Ramos at first base, Derek Thomas at second, and the crew chief Chris Guccione, I beg your pardon, at third. Now Ward fillets one toward the right center field gap. Pages cuts it off quickly. Ward turning for second to throw in is on the money. Taylor Ward should know the scouting report. Don't run on that man.
Well, this is in the area at second base, but comes in as a bullet, and it's the velocity and the way he gets rid of the ball that makes him out at second base. The turning, whirling derby right here. He turns that direction away from the bag because it loads his shoulder and his arm, and it gives him time for the exchange from his glove to his throwing hand. Well done.
So an entertaining start to this ball game. Andy Pages with his 7th outfield assist of the year, pacing everybody in the bigs. Now Gunnar Henderson. Henderson 10 days away from his 25th birthday. Enters the series hitting .223. A couple years ago in 2024, he hit 37 home runs. The power numbers dropped considerably last year, but they're back up this year. Now they're just waiting for the average to join him.
24, he had 37 home runs. The year before that, 23, 28 home runs. Last year, though, it fell off. Just the 17. And now at 15 already here, so on pace like that 37 year.
Ball and 2 strikes. Sasaki gets a roller to second.
Well, if he keeps throwing 99 to 100, wow. And then the splitter, you're in for a good night.
Now Pete Alonso, the former New York Met, the franchise's all-time home run leader. And the Mets let him walk to Baltimore this year in a 5-year, $155 million free agent contract.
Game 76, he's already at 48 RBIs, already got 16 home runs. So, and they say he's fantastic around the organization, in the clubhouse, even in the city, has embraced Baltimore.
Sasaki ahead of him 0-2. How about that 99 running down and in, dotting the corner?
I love the height of this pitch so far. If he can establish down there, then he'll change eye line the next time around in the order.
Spikes a splitter. Ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good miss, though. You know, the youngster early in the year was trying to put people away, even with his first splitter with less than 2 strikes. But now understanding that's the one you throw with 2.
That's 3. Puts him away with the fastball. It's a 10-pitch scoreless first for Sasaki with some help from Andy Pages.
Jack, tell me one core value you
Your SoCal helpful Honda dealers. No Shohei Ohtani as he is away with family, waiting the birth of his 2nd child. So Kyle Tucker will bat leadoff for the 2nd time this year. Andy Pages will follow in center. Freddie Freeman at first. Mookie Betts cleaning up in short. Max Muncy holding down the hot corner, batting 5th. Tommy Edmonds starting in left field. In the last 3, Ryan Ward the DH, Dalton Rushing catching, and Alex Freeland at second base. On the mound for the Orioles, it's the right-handed rookie Trey Gibson, his 6th appearance and 5th start. ERA at 5.91, coming off a tough turn against the Padres last Saturday.
Only his second road game of his career, and you can see very few starts. But his first road game was his major league debut in Yankee Stadium. So what a christening. Your two road games, Yankee Stadium and Dodger Stadium.
Some hollow grounds in the baseball world. 2 pitches low to start the night against Tucker. He also led off Jackie Robinson Day against the Mets. Went 1 for 5 with a home run in the 8th inning that game. This is the 11th time in his career he's atop the batting order. And he's ahead 3-0.
Walks with Gibson's Achilles heel in the minors as he worked his way to the big leagues, and so far here in the big leagues so far has avoided the strike zone ineffectively. That has led to that ERA of almost 6.
Tucker takes strike 1, a fastball down and in. Gibson, 24 years of age, from Newport News, Virginia. Now the 3-1. Outside, ball 4 and a leadoff walk.
Interesting, throwing a 3-1 curveball to the leadoff hitter with nobody on and no out. And I don't like the pitch selection right there. You're throwing 97.
Against San Diego, he was tagged for 6 runs in 4 1/3 innings. Only 3 hits, struck out 7, but 5 walks. Andy Pajas swings at the first pitch and sends it to center field. It's playable for Colton Cowser. 1 out. Now it's time for Range Rover Sport, engineered to win. Talk about a winning baseball player. You're talking about Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, the slug has gone up lately. He was a little dissatisfied early in the year with his batting average. He was also dissatisfied that he wasn't hitting the ball hard enough, but he's got it all put together now.
Takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Freddie homered Wednesday. 8 home runs the last 27 games. So up to 12 on the year. And it was a big home run. Put the Dodgers in front for good.
Miggy, Shohei, and then Freddie for those 3 wins.
Flipped into left. Jeremiah Jackson, his first start in left field, makes the catch for the 2nd out of the 1st inning.
If you're new to the corner outfield position and you get side spin fly balls from power hitters, you got to really pay attention because they curve an awful lot at the end.
That leaves the 1st inning up to Mookie Betts. Starting to get things rolling. Singled and walked on Wednesday, scored a run as well. Got hits in 4 of his last 5. Gibson starts him off with strike 1, a breaking ball in the outside corner. Tucker still on first, but now 2 out. Betts flies one to right field. Taveras toward the line, and it slices away from him. Bounces fair. It's a 2-out double for Betts. Tucker held at 3rd.
Well, Freddie gave us the example of the curvature of the ball down the left field line. Mookie gets one with some side spin to right, and that's the reason he ends up with a hit off the end of the bat. This ball is just spinning like a top, curving away from the right fielder, and lands perfectly. The line drive hits make you feel good. When those fall in, you feel hot. You feel like it's starting to turn my way.
We haven't even talked about Mookie Betts, how unlucky he has been given the quality of contact. So he'll take that for sure. Double number 400 for Betts in his career, and hit number 1800. Now Max Muncy will have a chance with 2 in scoring position and 2 out.
Gibson really good at getting ground balls. He's also real good at giving up the long ball. That tells you when the sinker's good, it gets on the ground. When it's bad, it gets elevated.
Muncy rips it to right to open the scoring. Tucker is in. Betts hustling behind him. Max Muncy gives the Dodgers the first lead in the first inning.
Lazy up breaking ball, and Max does not miss it. Watch it come out of the pitcher's hands, still up. That is the read for a big league hitter. When it pops out of their hand, you can realize the speed and the spin. And then that break was easy to read because it was just rolling up there. Well done, Max.
Now Tommy Edman watches a fastball dot the outside corner. Second game of the year for Edman. Made his season debut on Wednesday. 0 for 3 with a walk. It's good to get back out there with the boys. It's been a long few years for Edman as he's battled to stay healthy consistently. Off-season surgery to address that right ankle, which has been nagging for a long time now.
Every player has their own specific exercises, and then when they do their running down the left field line at home, they go through different gyrations of sprints. And for Tommy, watching him, his is all about exploding with both of his ankles to get that right side especially loose and ready to go.
Battling behind 0-2. Muncy on first. 2-0 Dodgers.
The emotions of these two ball clubs has changed already in this game here in the bottom of the first. You've got a pitcher on the mound that's probably nervous and like, oh, I'm facing the Dodgers. And you got the Dodgers like, we are on a roll and this is good.
Edman smacks one through the left side to keep the first inning alive. First hit of the season for Tommy Edman. An opposite field base hit. And oh, how demoralizing it must be for an opposing pitcher. I got 2 outs against the Dodgers. Let's just get out of this inning, and then bang, 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 double, single, single. You're looking up on the scoreboard, trailing, and now you got more traffic on behind you.
Yeah, we watched these first 3 wins in the homestand, right? All different guys winning the game for the Dodgers late. Miguel Rojas, Freddie Freeman in the last game, and Shohei sandwiched in between. Well, that's when one guy can get you, but when the whole lineup starts to get on, it's like, where do I turn? And it is really not a lot of fun. And I think they set the table a little bit with that first walk to Kyle Tucker with a 3-1 breaking ball to a guy who's only thrown 4 pitches in Dodger Stadium, and you're all of a sudden backing down and going, I need to trick him, and then you end up walking him, and then all of a sudden that extra free pass, the Dodgers are capitalizing on that last out.
And now Ryan Ward takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ward the DH today with no Ohtani in the lineup for the Dodgers. Had a great day of work, he felt, on Wednesday. Spent hours down in the Dodgers hitting area, hitting off the traject machine. Was chasing a slider, falls behind 0-2.
The tools here at Dodger Stadium are off the charts. It is like a baseball utopia in the locker room and all the facilities they have.
First and second, 2 out. Gibson. And Ward, just a survival swing, grounds out to second to end the first inning. But Max Muncy giving Roki Sasaki the first lead. 2-0 LA going to the second. Roki Sasaki about to go back to work. Picked up a strikeout ending the first inning. The Dodgers can get 7 total tonight. You get a free jumbo jack tomorrow in Los Angeles. Facing Samuel Basallo with a 2-0 lead. Strike 1 down the pipe. Dodgers scoring first, and Oral, that has typically been a good omen for this team.
Yeah, they bust out on top. They are 33-9.
Sio whiffs on a splitter. 0-2. Now, talking about Sasaki's last start against the White Sox, you're looking at that final line, right? Well, how do they do today? Okay, 4 1/3 inning, 7 earned runs. As Basayo bounces one foul, 7 hits. Well, talking to the Dodgers, it's like this is one of those days where baseball happened. Look at the quality of contact when things sort of went the wrong way in the 5th inning. 4 total base runners the first 4 innings, and then in the 5th it was walk, base hit, double, strikeout, walk, and 3 runs scored after he left. Basayo down swinging, back-to-back Ks for Sasaki, 1 out in the 2nd.
If an outing like that happens to a veteran, you don't worry about their emotions. But when it happens to a youngster that has found himself in the last 4 starts prior to that, the support from his teammates, from his catchers, from his pitching coach, from his manager is very important to pay attention to that so it doesn't spiral the other way. Veterans know it happens. Youngsters that are trying to make an impact and are starting to feel it, they need the reassurance. And even if they don't, it's good to do it.
Oh, 2 on Leody Taveras.
Look at these 2-strike counts already that he is getting to. Just fantastic compared to what we saw in the first 7 starts of the year. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1 early.
Sits him down with the slider.
Three up, 3 down, including Alonso last inning. The last 3 all strikeouts.
Center fielder number 17, Colton Cowser.
So some Jack math. Halfway home, free Jumbo Jacks tomorrow in LA after you buy a large drink.
Got a beach ball in left field. Okay. Nobody sees it. We got a shortstop that's getting some help from an umpire. We got alligators in the sewers.
Our pets' heads are falling. No. Knock on wood. That's not happening yet. 2 punch outs in the 2nd. Now Colton Cowser.
We've got 2 pitches. The splitter, not the forkball, the splitter and the slider now that the league is hitting over the last 5 starts below 200. And he's facing the worst breaking ball team in Major League Baseball. Now that doesn't include splitters or changeups, but breaking balls. So that includes his slider tonight. And the splitter's nasty too. Well, that heater's not bad at 100.
No, it is not.
So you're saying, what did the Dodger scouts see in this guy before they signed him?
This?
You're looking at it.
Chance of Roki ahead of the 1-2. Splitter in the dirt.
I love it, you know, because it's right down the middle. You got to give the hitter something to offer at. If you throw a pitch like that near the corner, you're really in a place where if you don't dot the corner with it, you're not going to get a swing and miss. You're not going to get any offering. But at least he was down the middle with that kind of sharp break, possibly getting a swing.
Cowser pulls one foul.
We're 22 pitches into it, and that was the worst pitch. It was just a hanging cement mixer slider. I will take 21 good pitches and 1 bad one. Good odds.
They'll try again. Cowser going the other way, foul.
If he can go to the splitter in the middle of the plate, just a little bit higher than the one he threw in the dirt, I think this guy's out.
Broken bat, bouncing ball. Muncy throws on the run. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sasaki. A shutdown second. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Rushing, Freeland and Tucker due up for the Dodgers here in the second, trying to extend the early lead. Dalton rushing, slices strike one, foul. How about this month so far for rushing? 11 games, 11 hits at a 289 average, an OPS of 900 as he's had his most consistent run of playing time in the big leagues by far.
Average has been solid. The slug has gone up. Yes, you can see that he is more on time and swinging at more strikes.
That is not a strike and no swing. 1-1 the count. Dodgers with 2 runs in the first inning, both of them coming on a 2-out RBI single from Max Muncy. Rushing on a line, the opposite field. Jackson has it hang up for him.
Good piece of hitting from Dalton right there. Breaking ball hitting the opposite field on a line. They just had him played perfectly.
Second baseman, number 76, Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland at the bottom of the order. A base hit and a walk on Wednesday. Drove in a run after a 7-game stretch in which he was 1 for 16. So now trying to build a mirroring stretch, a hot one.
You should challenge that one. He just got a little late. He wanted to. He kind of balked on putting his helmet up and testing it. That was definitely a ball. He's even with the count. He's a 288 hitter. When he's ahead in the count, he's a 283 hitter. The downfall comes when the pitcher's ahead. That was a turning point pitch for him a little bit.
Ball to line on a rope to right, and a 1-out base hit for Freeland.
1-1 count. Even. Very nice. Can sit cheese, and he does, and he gets the head out and hits it on the line. Gets the bat on plane, hits the ball square. How in the world do you hit something square when they're both round objects?
Successful first time through the order for the Dodgers. They have 4 hits and a walk, 5 reaching safely. The free pass is at the plate right now. Kyle Tucker at the top of the order. I'm thinking without Ohtani, it's one of the best leadoff hitters in the game. He's reached base 29 times, the second most in all of baseball. Tucker doing well in his stead. 2-0.
We've seen Kyle get better and better this year. We've seen counts get deeper and deeper with him. That tells you that he's more patient, okay, but I think he's more relaxed in his head, seeing the ball longer and really trusting his swing, that he can hit deep in the count and he can hit with 2 strikes.
We discussed recently shortening up the stride, trying to help out the timing. In between swing there, 2-2.
Nasty slider, especially if you're sitting heater like he is. Swung at the ball right out of the hand. There was no reading of the spin there.
Full count.
on the bench right now is box me up a dozen of those. Catchers cannot catch the ball, and looks like they should.
Gibson's payoff spoiled. Tucker bringing a 5-game hitting streak into this series.
Up fastball is the routine pitch here after that foul ball and a breaking ball down.
It's a fastball at the knees. Nothing for Tucker to do there. The first strikeout for Gibson.
Well, they used the window of the breaking pitch that he fouled off, being way out in front, but spoiled it. And that same window they came right back into, and the ball maintains its height and gets called strike.
But 2 out. Here's Andy Paez.
Andy's got a bus or a plane or a car to catch. 2 first pitch swings. But they have been fastballs near the middle of the plate.
There's been some slug lately, but not a lot of hits. Paez batting below 200 the last 18 games. So the average has dipped down to 271.
Just a foul ball, but it's exposure of the growth from him. Just be able to be in balance right there, understand where the barrel of the bat is and how to foul that pitch off, not swing and miss.
Behind in the count, 1-2. Was a pitch that was off the plate, as you know, Paez, he does like to swing. He will chase. On the screws into left center field. Jackson cuts it off, bobbles it briefly. Now they're going to send him. Freeland coming home to throw the tag. He's safe. Freeland swims around and makes it 3-0 Dodgers.
It'll be interesting. The angle coming around third and lining up with home. Dino Ebel pushes the envelope and sends him. The Orioles going to challenge. Andy Pye has a great piece of hitting on another slider away and just hits a bullet into the gap. That little slip might be enough for the run to score. Their relay after that is pretty good.
Baltimore challenging.
Dino was holding up. He saw the split. Let's try it. Boy, it's going to be close. If he gets him on the lead shoulder, and then he's out. If he gets him on the chest, that is so close. And the only thing the Dodgers favor is the call on the field is safe.
What a swim move from Freeland to try and get around Basayo. And the call from Nestor Sea on home plate was safe.
Clear and convincing? I'm not sure.
You can hear the home crowd's reaction to the replays. Now, we have seen some impressive slides in the majors recently. I think you can add Freese to the list.
The jersey just starts to blouse out from the impact with the ground, and that made his chest a little bigger than it actually is. And that might be the glancing blow that gets him. It was an outstanding slide.
By a fingernail or a stitch?
And that tells me that I think we're right into that call stands area.
I don't know.
After review, the call in the field stands. Runner safe. Baltimore will lose their challenge.
Andy Pages with a fingernail of an RBI because of Freeland's great slide and Dino Ebel's read of the situation.
Scored an RBI double for Andy Pages. And another 2-out ribby for the Dodgers to start this series against Baltimore. Another factor into Dino Ebel making that decision. The Oriole defense this year has not been great. It has been better of late. They're trying to work on the relays specifically. But the Dodgers were able to sneak in.
Well, you can see that the game of inches, which talks about baseball so much, that phrase, the slip in left field and the throw being slightly offline, and then an outstanding slide to score that run.
Two balls and one strike on Freddie Freeman. Flew out to left field back in the first inning. Teoscar Hernandez, the hope for the Dodgers as he talks with Alex Freeland about that slide, is that Teo will be back in action in the next couple of weeks. Rehab assignment open next week and perhaps on the following road trip. Full count now for Freeman. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Fastball down the middle. And Freddie's checking for a hole in his bat. But the Dodgers leading 3-0 going to the third.
Go all in on game nights with MLB Plus. Stream MLB Network in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week. Game day, 3D, big inning, minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe.
Dodgers adding to the lead for Sasaki. 3-0 starting the third. Bottom of the order coming to the plate for Baltimore. Alex Freeland with a terrific swim slide into home plate to avoid the tag on Pages' RBI double.
Through the hot streak the rookie has been on, other than the last start, he has pitched really well with a lead. The comfort with the new stuff, the new pitch selections, he has been elite. An ERA under 1.5 when he's pitching with the lead.
And again, that includes the last turn with the White Sox when he had the 2-1 lead as things came apart in the fifth.
A whip where they're getting less than a base runner an inning on. So he's staying out of the stretch in certain innings and just having 3 up, 3 down innings. Batting average against barely over 200. Not overconfident once he gets the lead, but it is relaxing on each and every pitch.
Got a generous call to even the count. 2-2 to Mayo's fouled away.
This is all he needs. 100-mile-an-hour fastball or 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Be able to change eye line with it or pitch at the knees. A slider that's sharp, he can throw for a strike or get a chase. And a splitter that he can throw for a strike and get a chase.
Like that.
Doesn't need any more pitches. He might call the splitter when he widens his fingers a little bit of forkball, but he doesn't need to do it that often. Because what's going to make the splitter better than the forkball is the fact that it's going to come out of his hand like his fastball, and it's going to be a tighter spin. So it's going to be harder to read when he throws it.
Now Jackson Holliday can't check up on a first pitch fastball.
The forkball pops out of his hand a little bit, has the spin almost like a knuckleball, and he really doesn't know exactly where it's going. But I think with the splitter now, with the fingers narrower, he has an idea that I can start this in the middle of the plate. It's either going to go straight down, or it's going to go a little right to left, or a little left to right, and be right where the hitter has to offer. That's going to lower his pitch count tremendously compared to throwing the forkball.
Just misses inside with 101 to Holliday. On the ground to Freeland. 2 away.
4 out of the last 6 strikeouts. The other 2 outs, weak ground balls. 1 to third, 1 to second.
And the only ball out of the infield just set the stage for an outfield assist for Andy Paez. Jeremiah Jackson, first trip to the plate in his first career start in left field. Jackson saying that even though he has no experience playing left field, feels comfortable doing it here in LA. Played an exhibition here in 2021, third base. Chops a strike foul. That exhibition for Jackson, the Freeway Series exhibition. So he was with the Angels. And the left fielder that day was Taylor Ward, now his teammate with the Orioles. So Ward is helping Jackson in the lead up to the series opener. Ground ball to short. Backhanded by Betts. Stumbles, resets, a low throw in time. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Sasaki. They keep things 3-0 Dodgers. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, serving up handcrafted pizza, crispy fried chicken, and famous Mojo potatoes since 1954. Mookie Betts, last out bobblehead, the double play that gave Dodgers back-to-back World Series championships. Doubled and scored in the first. Now leading off the third. A defensive bobblehead for Mookie Betts as a shortstop. Gold Glove Award finalist last year in the National League, and right back to it this year in 2026.
If you hopped off the earth for a few years and then all of a sudden came back and saw what's he doing at shortstop? How'd that happen? I thought he was a Gold Glove right fielder.
Sixth time.
Strike
3 call, but Mookie Betts is quick to tap the helmet.
The batter is challenging the called strike.
ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile. And a good challenge for Betts.
The pitch is the ball. The count is 2-2. Los Angeles has 2 times remaining.
Good eye. And we talk about Roki pitching with a lead. Hitters hitting with a hit already in their back pocket are better too.
A lot between the ears.
Yep.
And he dumps one down into right field. Some more good vibes for Betts.
It's just a different at bat when the first one falls in and you go up for your second, third, and fourth at bat. Once you get the one in your pocket, there's no chance of a nightmare when you go home. There's no 0 for 4, 0 for 5 in your future. Relaxes the whole body, and especially the 6 inches between the ears.
Dodgers had the leadoff man aboard for the second time in 3 innings. Strike one to Max Muncy, who gave the Dodgers the lead. 2 out, 2-run single in the first inning.
That breaking ball is the type of breaking ball you get out of the machine when they set it up for spin to work on hitting curveballs.
It was a slow start to the year for Max, hitting with runners in scoring position. It was talked about, right? And a lot of his home runs were solo home runs. When he had chances to bring in runs, guys in second and third, he was coming up empty. But since the road trip, specifically in Pittsburgh, now he's been more Muncy-like. Showing off the complete bag of tools he has as a hitter. Muncy ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Gibson better be careful here. Ball 4. As Muncy heads down to first, we'll listen to this word from Cerritos Auto Square.
The Cerritos Auto Square sells so many cars because they have low prices, and they have low prices because they sell so many.
Number 25, Tommy Edman.
Trey Gibson needed 44 pitches to get the first 6 outs. 10 pitches here in the third, now 11, and still no outs. The Dodgers go station to station, loading the bases with the first 3 batters of the inning. Now the middle of the order is eating already.
Ryan Ward coming up, and he had an interesting out in his last at bat. It was a breaking ball that actually hit the ground and then hit his bat. This happens with bases loaded, no out, and gets by him. Good check swing. He might get a run with a pass ball or a wild pitch. That was a nice little cricket swing. He'd like to improve on that here.
Ward already has a grand slam this year. Came at PNC Park. There's folks in the stands. A rocket to right field.
After contact, he was very composed.
See if he's aggressive. Patient against Gibson. Bases loaded, nobody out. Already 3-0 Dodgers. Infield in for Baltimore. First pitch swung on and fouled back. Looking at Ward so far this year, hitting .208 against fastballs, .316 against non-fastballs. All 3 home runs on non-fastballs. Bounces a ball foul on the right side. There's a breaking ball. And so we alluded to the work that he put in on Wednesday. Hours down there, lost count of how many pitches he saw on the trajectory machine. And about 99% of them, he guessed, were fastballs. And he really was trying to split the zone, top and bottom. Spoils another. Because the fastballs up have been eating him up, and he's aware of that. So now he's trying to close the hole in his swing and get the ball down.
Hitting a major league fastball and understanding what height it is a huge step, because nerves can make you react the wrong way, not seeing the ball correctly. So reps.
And he chases a slider in the dirt. It's the first out of the inning for Gibson.
Well, he didn't test the infield in with no outs, down 3-0, infield in. Baltimore thinking, you know what? You can't give up more than 4. Since June 6th, that's what they've been averaging with their offense, is just 4 runs.
So Dalton Rushing's turn. Infield remains in, bases remain loaded. Ball 1 skips up there. Rushing lined out to left field in his first at bat. He said it was a good piece of hitting. So now he's trying to channel those positive thoughts here in the third. Whiffs on a curve, 1-1.
It was a breaking ball that he hit the line drive to left on, but this one was a lot nastier than that line drive. The one he hit hard was up a little bit.
Another whiff on another breaking ball. Advantage Gibson 1-2.
The Dodgers with bases loaded, no out, but 7, 8, and 9 coming up. All young left-handed hitters, including Freeland as a switch hitter. And so a little chase down here at the bottom of the order going on.
Gibson's 1-2. And rushing down swinging. Back-to-back Ks from Gibson.
It's a nice response from the Oriole pitcher, going all breaking balls, starting them on the plate. So the guys really got to believe it's going to be a strike, and then burying him in the dirt.
Freeland singled his first time up. The Dodgers need him here in the third. Bases loaded, 2 out. Strike 1 to start. Oh, 2.
This could be the 9th curveball in a row if he goes with it again.
Chopper bounces foul.
He finally had to go with something else, but as much success as he had with the breaking ball, now that he has from bases loaded, no out, to 8 breaking balls in a row to get 2 outs, finally feeds him a fastball. I got to believe he's going breaking ball in the dirt right here.
Betts, Muncy, and Edman around the bases. Freeland in the box. Another 0-2. In the dirt, and he lays off. That's the formula Gibson went to against Ward and Rushing. Freeland trying to avoid their fate. But he can't. He strikes out swinging on a pitch well off the plate. The Dodgers load the bases with nobody out, but can't get anybody home.
The first 40,000 fans will receive an exclusive Father's Day t-shirt presented by Uniqlo on June 21st. Hey fathers, visit Dodgers.com/promotion for more information. The t-shirt should be a starter gift, people.
just warming up, you're saying?
Just warming
okay.
up. I don't think Dad wants flowers or candy, though those are good for Mother's Day. You want flowers or candy?
I'll take them both. Take it all.
You need to register at a department store.
Pamper.
Just want to be pampered. Okay. Well, we're working.
Yeah, not right now.
Oh.
The Dodgers 3, the Orioles nothing. Starting the 4th inning. Ball and 2 strikes on Taylor Ward. Bottom of the third, Dodgers had a golden opportunity to kind of break things open a little bit. Bases loaded, no outs, and then the bottom of the order all went down via the K. And so 6 runners stranded the first 3 innings.
You know, I don't think the T-shirt's a starter gift now that I've thought about it. I think the tickets that get you the T-shirt, the tickets are the starter gift.
That's a big start.
No,
I mean,
it's
someone
Father's Day.
Yeah, sounds like Bulldog's trying to milk things a bit.
My kids are all out of town. Oh, one's semi-local.
Another 1-2 from Sasaki. Ward pulls it to third. Muncy stops it and throws to Freeman for the first down.
Very nice, Max. A lot of times you can see a third baseman olay this. You can see him get out there but not be able to get down, but he sacrifices his knees, gets the leather on the ground, gets up quickly like a cat. Very nice.
Round of applause from Roki. His defense has been there in the early going of this series opener.
Dodger defense is not underrated around the league, but it's underrated when you just look at the team, because it's about the superstars and the starting pitching that's been going unbelievable. The bullpen is back on their rocking chair doing well. The power, the winning of tight games. And then they go, oh yeah, and they play defense. No Will Smith, no Shohei Ohtani, no Tyler Glasnow, no Blake Snell.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar. Best team in baseball, highest winning percentage. 12 out of the last 14 games at home wins. Edwin Diaz out. It's unbelievable how they continue to win no matter what personnel is on the field or has to be on the field.
Another 1-2 coming to Gunnar Henderson. Does not bite. We'll go downstairs to Kirsten.
Thanks, Stephen. Well, with Oral, just talking about all those guys that are working their way back from injury and how we've seen some of these younger players step up, there is some good news regarding the ones returning. So first with Edwin Diaz, he actually got off the mound and threw a bullpen, his first one since having surgery, removing those loose bodies from his elbow. Dave Roberts said he threw about 15 pitches, all fastball, so he does have a lot more time, but a very big first step.
Yes, he did. It's another strikeout for Sasaki. He's up to 5 in the game, 2 down in the 4th. Keep going, Kirsten.
Other one, so Blake Snell's been able to stretch a little bit more out. He should be throwing a bullpen soon. And then you've got Teoscar Hernandez. You mentioned earlier that he will be starting his rehab assignment next week. And I spoke to him this afternoon. He said that he's going to be flying out on Monday and should be in his first game on Tuesday. So after that, we should be seeing his return to the big league team. So guys are either on their assignment, getting there. But a lot of ones are making their way back here very soon, guys.
That's welcome news, Kirsten. Thank you. Leo said he's going to meet the Comets, Oklahoma City. They're on the road in Reno. Going to stay there, and then if all things go well, we'll jump over to Sacramento when the Dodgers go visit the A's. Ball and a strike on Pete Alonso. Now 2 strikes.
10 batters in a row he's retired. He hasn't had to lower his leg kick. He hasn't pitched with a man on base. The ball has not left the infield since the first batter. Any more to that outstanding outing that's going on out there?
The fastball, Oral, entering tonight this year. Sasaki has clocked 5 pitches of at least 100 miles per hour, the fastest being 100.7. He has 5 such pitches already tonight, including the second hardest pitch he's thrown this year at 100.6. It's a ball out of the infield, but routine for Tucker. Orioles down in order once again. 4 zeros on the board for Sasaki. 3-0 Dodgers.
The first 40,000 fans will take home a big diesel, an exclusive Shaquille O'Neal bobblehead tomorrow. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for more information and get here early. I think this one's going to be crazy. So many people want that bobblehead.
Dodgers want some more runs. They lead Baltimore 3-0. Top of the order, bottom of the fourth. Kyle Tucker walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second. Bounces the ball to Alonso, gives it to the covering Gibson. One away. Dodgers without Shohei Ohtani, so Kyle Tucker is leading off. Without Ohtani in the lineup, the Dodgers are 6-4 in those 10 games, but make no mistake, they would much rather have the big fella here.
I think Andy's going to get a first pitch breaking ball. He swung at first pitch fastball the first 2 at bats. Let's just see.
What's he going to do with that ball?
I don't know. Oh, they went 3 fastballs in a row, and he didn't offer it this one, but that one would have crowded him unless he was sitting on something inside.
Paez 1 for 2 with an RBI double, his most recent trip up there. On the ground to second. Holiday makes the play.
Took him all the way to a second pitch breaking ball.
It's the first inning tonight that Trey Gibson has retired the first 2 batters of an inning. He has thrown at least 21 pitches in all 3 innings up to the 4th.
2 out, nobody on. Freddie will open up the swing. He's probably hunting a specific speed and a specific area without having 2 strikes.
Two balls, no strikes.
He didn't flinch at 2 breaking balls, so he is definitely sitting dead red.
Three and 0. And he walks him. A 2-out free pass for Freeman.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Now Mookie, who's 2 for 2. Fastball catches the corner. Strike 1.
Two for 2, looking for a big night here for Mookie.
Spiked off of Basayo. Freeman's going to head to second and have it. So a 2-out runner in scoring position now for Betts.
I think Freddie thought he was going to be able to go in standing up, and this is a late slide that really is a little precarious. Look how late he slides. Fortunate with his ankle that didn't put too much pressure on it. Mookie, got something special in store for your bobblehead night?
2 hits tonight have both been to the opposite field. '80th pitch of the game from Gibson. And Betts is down swinging. So Freeman is stranded. Still 3-0 Dodgers at the end of 4 full. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Picture from Game 2 of the 1966 World Series that would end up being the final outing of Sandy Koufax's Hall of Fame career. The Dodgers played the Orioles that year in the Fall Classic, and the O's ended up sweeping the Dodgers in 4 games. That outing for Sandy, 6 innings, 4 runs, but only 1 of them earned. Outdueled by a second-year pitcher in that one who threw a complete game shutout. And that man is in the booth next door to us here tonight. It's Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Basayo grounds it to Freeland. 1 out.
Some of the smartest men I've known in baseball, and Jim Palmer is one of them for sure.
30,
Understands the game inside and out, how to throw a baseball, how hitters hit, what they're looking for, how the game is played, and still is really, really, really good to talk to and also to listen to.
Big Jim, 80 years young, be 81 this fall.
He is so sharp. I mentioned Buck Showalter a lot of times, and those two in their minds are elite when it comes to baseball.
Speaking of elite, what do you make of Roki here through 4+?
You can just forget about the last outing. It was just some baseball probabilities where the ball found some holes and the bullpen had a rough night behind him. But yeah, this is the way he has thrown the baseball the 4 outings prior to the rough one, the last one.
Was in the 5th inning on the south side of Chicago where things were sort of undone there. Trying to make it a clean 5th here tonight back at home.
His last outing at home was 10 Ks against the Angels. The outing before that at home against Philadelphia, 1 run. He's picking up right where he left off here in the stadium.
Two balls and 2 strikes on Leody Taveras. Splitter in the dirt, full count now. Home and road split so far for Sasaki. Appears to like it here in LA. Here comes the payoff. Taveras pushes a fly ball to left field. Edman tracking it back. Plenty of room in front of the warning track. 2 gone.
There's a difference between being tense and having intensity, and he is the latter now. The early outings for me, he was tense and he was thinking, and it wasn't flowing out of his body, and he wasn't intentional about what he wanted to do. He was searching, but now he has intensity and he is intentional about what he wants to do. He looks like a guy who wants the baseball back, wants to get on the rubber, wants to get right back at it. And this is when the pitch clock actually helps the pitcher, because you can suffocate the hitters. When they used to be able to step out and not give you direct attention with at least 8 seconds left, they could change your rhythm. When you have this rhythm, you can maintain it because of the pitch clock.
as the slider backs up on him. Ball 3.
He could be crossing over a bridge right now. And it's the bridge of you're starting to feel the first time where you're a little bit tired. And you have to work your way through that, find a little new rhythm until all of a sudden you bust through that wall.
Cows are out in front of the fastball. 3-2. Ten pitches in the first, 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 16 in the fourth. About to throw number 16 here in the fifth. Ball 4, 2-out walk, the first walk of the night for Sasaki.
Number 16, Kobe Mayo.
If he is a little winded, if there is a little fatigue, if it is a different feeling on the mound, it's about rhythm, not trying harder. Find the right rhythm.
Now he's going to pitch out of the stretch for the first time all game.
His windup is kind of stretched, but the leg kick will be different. Short and quick. The knee won't go above the belt. Normally his leg kick can go up around his shoulders almost. Now it's going to be a little quicker and shorter.
1-1 on Kobe Mayo. Slider on the outside edge gets a call and strike 2. Time called by Mayo. Perhaps that helps Roki as well. Downstairs, call the
catcher's
ball.
challenging to call a ball.
And Rushing is going to throw a challenge out there and lose one.
A lot of the plate.
The pitch is
Just
the ball,
a little
Los Angeles.
low.
One challenge remaining.
One remaining for the Dodgers, 2 left for Baltimore. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Do it again. I wonder how you talk about adjusting the leg kick. You haven't had to do it all night. You try and lock that in real quick in a 2-out runner on situation.
Well, it changes the rhythm with your upper body and how you take the ball to your glove, how quick your upper body has to be with your arm swing.
Skied high in the air, left center field. Andy Pajes will make the call and the catch. Sasaki strands a 2-out walk. 5 shutout innings in the books.
Welcome back to Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium, where the Dodgers are without Shohei Ohtani this evening. The Dodgers announced this afternoon that he and his wife Mamiko are welcoming their second child. They did not put him on the paternity list, though. That's to note. So the hope is that he should be returning back to the team this weekend. So they are playing short, guys.
All right, Kirsten, as we see Max Muncy ground out on the first pitch of the 5th inning. Most important things that things go smoothly. Mamiko and the Ohtani family.
Left fielder, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman's 2 for 2, a couple of base hits so far tonight. Dodgers leading Baltimore 3-0. First of 3 games at Dodger Stadium. Their interleague matchup. Stretch of 12 in a row against the American League for LA. Strike two for Trey Gibson. Gibson has retired 7 of the last 8 after loading the bases with nobody out in the third. He's got another strikeout. That's number 7 as he punches the ticket of Edman.
He might be down 3-0, but he is learning to pitch out of his own jams. He's learning what if he can just get people in the dugout after 2 outs, and that's huge. I've got to believe that a guy who came in to this game with the worst ERA in the American League at 5.91 is gaining some confidence tonight, even though he's down 3-0.
Strike one to Ryan Ward. Gibson is the number 4 prospect in the Orioles system and just debuted May 3rd. Second ranked pitcher that the Orioles have.
Yeah, just his 6th appearance in the big leagues. We mentioned earlier in the game, you know, his first outing was in Yankee Stadium. His second road start is tonight in Dodger Stadium. So the game is moving really fast for him. And what we're seeing with the velocity of the fastball, with the movement in late life when he gets it started in the right place, with the ability to throw 8 breaking balls in a row and get through the bottom of the order and get through a bases loaded no out situation. There's a lot going on here that's positive for the Orioles.
Strike away from finishing the 5th inning. It's the 2nd time in his young big league career. Ward stays alive, fouling one away. Gibson was undrafted. Signed out of Liberty University in the fall of 2023. Pitch number 90 coming up.
Dodger first baseman Sid Bream went to Liberty.
Ward will be happy with that take because a couple times tonight he's going fishing down on pitches that bounced up there. On a 2-2. Gibson misses well outside.
Yeah, Ward, one of the players that has done something rare, which is to hit a big league curveball after it bounced in the dirt.
Now the payoff. Takes a breaking ball low to work a walk. Keogh would like a word. Fourth walk of the night for the Dodger offense. Inning continues for Rushing. Rushing 0 for 2 with a K. Strike one called. Dodgers so far tonight with 2 outs in an inning are 4 for 8. Couple of doubles, couple of walks, and all 3 of their runs. And Basayo going to challenge.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball.
Couple of backstops having a conversation.
I think both catchers are going to say we're going to let the umpire alone.
Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
Advantage Rushing, 2-1. Slider from Gibson evens the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 8 Ks for Gibson. They finish 5, but the Dodgers still maintain the lead. Performance Spotlight is turned on, sponsored by your Southern California Nissan dealers. 5 shutout innings so far for Roki Sasaki. Just 2 base runners, but really only 1. Taylor Ward singled to start the game, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a leadoff double. Still has a 3-0 lead, facing the bottom of the Baltimore Orioles at 76 pitches. 77 is ball 1 down and into Jackson Holliday.
Roki's only been over 100 pitches once. It was 104, and it was a good 7-8 starts ago. Normally he comes out around 90-ish. The way he's throwing the ball tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to extend him a little bit.
Big swing, big miss for Holliday. 1-2.
It's a balancing act of what you look at the pitch count, you look at the pitcher, you look at the youngster's resume, you look at where he is confidence wise, and when do I want to get him out of the game, get him up the tunnel feeling good about this outing? Do I want to push it, not worry about his psyche?
2-strike opposite field single for Holliday, leading off the 6th.
With the context of his last outing where you have the 7 earnies and it was kind of a roughed up outing, first time in a while, I would think that Dave Roberts wants to get him up the tunnel in a hurry. The bullpen was very good in the last series, and they are on a roll. So if he can get him through this inning without a blemish, it might be time to get him out. We'll see.
It's the 2nd hit of the night for Baltimore, first since the leadoff man. Wave and a miss, strike 1 on Jeremiah Jackson, the number 9 hitter. Broken bat, shallow left center, sinking fast. Pages makes the catch. That's just what Andy Pages does.
3 guys running after the ball. None give up on it, and Andy's the one. The captain, the center fielder, gets it done. He had plenty of range. That's why he can side saddle it and put the glove underneath the ball, which gives him more time to slide and get there. And he knew he caught it, so he threw the ball into first base, not second.
Strike 1 just foul of 3rd off the bat of Taylor Ward.
You work alongside Mo an awful lot, and I know he has complimented Andy and his footwork and his breaks.
And the Dodger coaching staff, Dino Weeble, all the time and effort poured into making Pages the all-around player he has become.
Well, we talk so much about the Dodgers and the extra work they've put in the infield, and fielding ground balls and backhands and throws and short hops and all the things. But Dino Weeble has really worked hard after being transferred out and given the responsibility of the outfielders, making those guys better.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, just blew it by him.
Speed him up, slow him down, slow him down, speed him up, beat him to the spot.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Top of the lineup for the Orioles gets Ward. Now it's to face Gunnar Henderson. Pete Alonso on deck. 2 outs in the 6th. The Dodgers leading 3-0. Henderson launches to right field and deep. It is gone. Breaking ball down and in, nitro zone for a lefty slugger like Gunnar Henderson. It's a 1-run game after just 1 swing.
Yeah, from foul line in about 90 feet to both bullpen gates is why this ball leaves. It's in the right area of the ballpark to the shortest porch. If that's to the power alleys, it's not going to be deep enough, but it was well hit and hit in the right spot.
Now 3-2, and we brought it up earlier. Glaring even more now, all of the runners that the Dodgers have left on base up to this juncture. Pete Alonso's a tying run at the plate. Takes a splitter at the bottom of the zone, 1-1.
Well, with the 2-out walk the inning before in the 5th, we started to see Roki's stuff kind of waver a little bit, and not the stuff as much as the location.
Now Alonso cracks one to left field and deep. This game is tied. Back to back goes Baltimore to reset the game.
Home run number 16 for Henderson. Home run number 17 for Alonso with that back-to-back total. And yes, we got a tie game.
And we now have a pitching change. Instead of getting Sasaki up the tunnel after 6 scoreless, he's taken out after 5 2/3. Back-to-back home runs for the Orioles to make it 3-3, with Dodger Stadium still giving Roki his due. He pitches is all for Sasaki. 4 hits, including back-to-back home runs, the knockout punches here in the 6th. Spoiling what was a great night for a long time. Call to the bullpen, brought to you by Jacoby and Myers. Dodger Pen did business against the Rays, kicking off the homestand. Jack Dreyer will come on to face Samuel Basallo, with the game now tied at 3. You know, you see Henderson in the foreground top step, Alonso behind him. They have the 2 biggest swings, but you go back to the start of the inning. Sasaki against Jackson Holliday, ahead of him 1-2. Jackson Holliday this year is hitting a .174 against breaking balls and whiffing more than 46% of the time. He didn't see a single breaking ball. In fact, it was 3 fastballs, and the third one hit an opposite field base hit to start the inning. That's a painful strike 2 for Basallo.
Yeah. It's like there's a sniper on the roof at the stadium and shot him right in the toe. That's what it feels like. As much pain as he's in, I worry about all the bones still solid.
Into the top of his right foot.
Left on left slider. He's out in front, rolls over. Roll over for a foul ball, but not off your foot. You could roll over as a ground ball to first. He got the painful addition of that rollover. Jack Dreyer probably going to go back with the slider because we have evil intentions when we're on the mound. We like him to remember the painful pitch. Jackson's coming off the IL, is looking for his stride. And slightly inconsistent. 7 appearances since then, and 4 of them he's given up a run.
Gets strike 3 on Basayo to end the 6th inning. But the Orioles have changed things on this Friday night. You're watching back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. And it's brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times. Times were better for the Dodgers before the 6th inning. Orioles with 3 runs on 3 hits, including back-to-back home runs from Gunnar Henderson and Pete Alonso. They knock out Roki Sasaki and tie the game. They help Trey Gibson spit the hook, and now the Orioles go to the bullpen, bringing in the veteran Andrew Kittredge.
Slider man so far this year, and has been throughout his career. Has done much better against lefties so far this year than righties. So we go left-hander, left-hander, right-hander, left-hander in the Dodger order.
The 0-1 to Alex Freeland. This is upstairs. Freeland singled in the 2nd, came around to score on Pius' double. Beautiful swim move from Freeland at home plate to make it 3-0 Dodgers. It's now 3-3. Strike 2 fouled away. And the Dodgers leading 3-0. Got the first 3 on in the 3rd inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ward, Rushing, and Freeland all struck out. And so since Edmonds singled to load the bases, the Dodgers are 0 for 9 with 6 Ks as an offense. Breaking ball down and in, full count for Freeland.
Well, against Tampa Bay, those 3 one-run wins, Dodgers only outscored them 10-7, but they got their mettle tested and they came through with flying colors. Looks like you might need a hero here in the last 3-4 innings.
Freeland strikes out swinging. The 9th Dodger K of the night, turning the lineup over. Well, against the Rays, the Dodgers got 3 go-ahead homers in the 6th inning or later. Here we are in the 6th inning, tied at 3. Kyle Tucker takes strike 1.
Yeah, they got 3 in one series, and they only had 3 coming into that series. So the short sample size was very productive.
Tucker rifles one into the outfield. And that's a 1-out base hit for Tucker. His first hit of the game, on for a 2nd time.
Center fielder, number 44, Andy Pius.
Pius has already driven in 1 tonight, an RBI double in the 2nd. Well, if you want a home run, there's a man on base for Pius. 12 of his 15 homers have come with at least 1 runner aboard. Strike 1 from Kittredge.
Andy's been aggressive. Swung at a first pitch. Swung at a first pitch in the 2nd bat, but it went 4 pitches deep. The 3rd at bat, swung at the 2nd pitch.
Oh, and 2.
Sinker and the slider will be down in the strike zone if he's executing the pitch right. And the fastball will use the change your eye line. Only about 10% of the time will be a four-seamer up.
Slices a fastball away. One on, one out. Another 0-2 from Kittredge. In the dirt.
Kittredge has done really well against lefties because his slider is one that pretty much goes straight down. He doesn't have a lot of sweep to it, so it doesn't fool the righties quite as much as it does the lefties, where it goes straight down and doesn't get to the left-hander's back foot. Where with the righties, they can reach it a little bit because it doesn't have a lot of right-to-left action.
1-2 pitch. Pages rolls it to the left side. Henderson with the flip to Holiday. They're only going to get one.
Yeah, that was a chase by Andy. That ball was a ball out of hand. He just started his swing real early. This is wide the whole way.
So that brings us to Freddie Freeman. Walked his last time up, 0 for 2 otherwise. 3-3 in the 6th. Pages on first, 2 away. First pitch strike from Kittredge. Freeman 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk against Kittredge in his career.
Freddie's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight, but I would tell you, don't look at those results. He's looked very comfortable at the plate. Very hitterish.
Pages takes off for second. Freeman fouls away strike 2.
Andy putting some of that frustration, adrenaline to work. When he got down to first base on the fielder's choice, he was shaking his head about his swing decision.
Slider spoiled. Freeman stays alive.
Everybody clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands.
Freddie in fight mode.
Disappointed in the last swing, but not lost. This is Freddie Freeman that has looked very comfortable at the plate for a while.
Another 0-2 from Kittredge. Freeman pokes it foul of third.
Baseball quiz. When Freddie swings like that and fouls it off over there, what pitch was he really looking for? He was looking for something off speed and just emergency hack on the fastball.
Does not bite on the slider. 1-2.
Got what he expected, but made a great swing decision. A lot of times as a pitcher, you're trying to throw them what they expect, but put it in a hard place to hit, and Freddie didn't bite.
On a 1-2, Freeman hits it foul of first.
He got what he was looking for right there, and he's shaking his head because he didn't put it in play.
Trying to find his swing in the middle of a plate appearance. This is the 8th pitch from Kittredge. In the dirt. The count squares up.
He's showing you the results of being hitterish. Falling behind, but not making it out and making him work.
You get to watch a master of his craft, hard at work, not satisfied.
He might make out. He might get a hit to the opposite field on a tough pitch. But if Kittredge makes a mistake, that's when you might get a loud noise.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a tie game in the 6th. The 9th pitch from Kittredge. And Freeman fights another one foul off the facing of the Oriole dugout.
Spoiling the ball away, taking the pitch that's too low, and turning on the ball that's inside. He's covering it all.
Pitch number 10. Upstairs, full count.
Wow, what an at-bat.
The longer this at-bat goes, the louder Dodger Stadium gets. Number 11. Freeman sends a ball to right field. Back at the wall. It is caught. A leaping grab from Leody Taveras as he crashes into the fence to end the 6th inning.
He's okay. What an at-bat from Freddie Freeman, and he almost gave us a thrill. He got something 95 miles an hour and up, and it was almost out.
The Dodgers did it for you. Got your free Jumbo Jack tomorrow in Los Angeles after the purchase of a large beverage. Dodgers led 3-0 after 5 innings. The Orioles tied it with 3 in the top of the 6th. Jack Dreyer came on to get the final out of the 6th. He returns to the mound for the 7th. And he faces the man who just recorded the final out of the last half inning, Leody Taveras. Rob Freddie Freeman kept it level at 3.
When you crash into the fencing out there, it is more padding than the wall, but sometimes it can kind of scrape you and shock you as you come down against it.
Taveras began the year in center field, but he's having a bit of a tough time in that position, so Baltimore kicked him to the corner.
That's a terrible way to put it.
Yeah, I thought about that immediately afterwards. I was like, I probably should have. You think he kicked it to the curb?
I thought I'd save you with a little humor. I know what you meant, and you.
It's all right.
It was okay.
I'm gonna lose sleep over that one. 2-2 from Dreyer. Rolled to Mookie. Betts gets it away quickly in time to get Taveras by a half step. Orioles lost their challenge earlier.
Just practicing, I guess, on the phone.
Center fielder Colton Cowser.
Yeah, the foot is over the bag, but not on the bag.
Cowser jumps on the first pitch into right field. Tucker gets there quickly, so it's just a one-out single. The go-ahead runner aboard for the Orioles. It's one of those games that you're kind of scratching your head at, because Baltimore had just 2 base runners through 5 innings. Haven't had a runner in scoring position all night. But here they are, deadlocked with the Dodgers in the top of the 7th. Dave Roberts making another move. Calling down for Will Klein. We'll take the ball when we come back. World Champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Discover the complete Ford lineup. Rugged, stylish, and powerful trucks and SUVs engineered for your adventures. Tie ball game here in LA. Dodgers and Orioles beginning a 3-game series. Will Klein inherits a runner on first, 1 out in the top of the 7th. We'll face Kobe Mayo. And give him strike 1.
Dodgers with 3 tight victories against Tampa Bay, and you can't get that done unless the bullpen comes in and holds them. And that's what Will Klein did in 2 out of the 3.
Back-to-back scoreless outings on Monday and Tuesday. An inning and 2/3, just 1 hit.
Really one of the most trusted arms down there in the bullpen.
Punched the other way by Mayo. Back-to-back base hits.
Just a good piece of hitting. Fastball near the middle of the plate, but he stays inside it. Attacks the large hole on the infield over there.
Second baseman Jackson Holliday.
Now in the 8th spot, Jackson Holliday, who started the comeback leading off the 6th with a single, scored on Henderson's homer. First 2 pitches from Klein missed the zone. A slider on the outer half. 2-1. Ball 3. That's upstairs. A walk to load the bases for the Orioles. Only 1 out in the 7th. It's the 12th walk of the season for Klein, and 8 have been to left-handed batters.
I would think that Mark has noticed something, because this is kind of a quick visit, and all it has been is the base hit to right on a ground ball and then the walk. So if you do go out there and you talk mechanics or talk something other than strategy, you always want to use something that both you and the pitcher have talked about in the past and has worked. If you don't talk mechanics, you're just talking strategy. You might be looking at what pitches you want thrown and what ones are effective with the delivery and what you're seeing out of your pitcher.
The number 9 hitter, Jeremiah Jackson. Ball 1 inside.
That slider's backing up. You either got to get a little bit more on top of it or a little bit more out front. Better.
But it's into right field, a base hit for Jackson. 1 run is in. The throw goes to second. Swipe tag not in time. And the Orioles with 5 straight runs to take a 2-run lead.
He did get out in front of the slider. It's still up, but at least it's breaking right to left this time, and it's off the end of the bat. The ground ball base hit was hit harder than that one, but they have hit him in the right spot. And the walk hurts.
Klein enters, and all 3 he has faced reach safely. Ball 1 low to Taylor Ward. The Dodgers now down 5-3.
The rhythm of bullpen effectiveness has fallen on Rocky's starts.
Chopper to short. The turn in time for 2. The double play ends the inning, but the Orioles score 2 and take a 5-3 lead to the stretch. Brought to you by Sit and Sleep, SoCal's most trusted mattress store. Started the homestand with 3 straight games that featured a go-ahead homer in the 6th inning or later. 5 unanswered runs for the Orioles after the Dodgers took a 3-0 lead. It's now 5-3 Baltimore. The Dodgers will try and add to their comeback win total at 22 games entering the night. Now entering the game out of the Oriole pen is the right-hander Tyler Wells. 33 innings, an ERA of 3.55, 32 strikeouts. High strike called against Betts. Changes behind Wells. Tyler O'Neill now in right. Leody Taveras in center. Colton Cowser in left. Jeremiah Jackson is done. Ball and 2 strikes against Betts. Fouls a slider away. Dodgers 9 left on base. They have left at least 1 on in every single inning tonight. Another 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Barely nicks the corner.
Third base, number 13, Matt Muncy.
Dodger strikeouts in double figures now.
Double-digit Ks and nearly double digits left on base. Not the recipe they were looking for on this Friday, but still time.
Yeah, it's a haunted 3rd inning. Base hit, walk, base hit. Bases loaded, no out. Then KKK. Not good. All swinging.
Ball and a strike on Muncy. Wells airmails a cutter. Two and two. Dipped into the glove, strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Ugh. 11 of those.
The Oriole pen did not exactly enter Los Angeles red hot. In terms of bullpen ERA, the Orioles ranked 21st in the league. They've been even worse over the last 5 weeks. Took over tonight's game in the 6th. Put up a 0 in the 6th and have the first 2 outs of the 7th and the first strike on Tommy Edman. Swings through a high fastball. 0-2. Up and away. Ball and 2 strikes for Edman. Singles in the 1st, in the 3rd. He struck out in the 5th. Edman cracks one into the right center field gap. He's going to have extra bases. It gets all the way to the wall and sticks there. A 2-out double to bring the tying run to the plate.
Sometimes you look for a bloop and a blast. This is a bullet and now looking for a blast. One like this hit just this hard and a little better trajectory and you could have a tie game. You got a powerful left-handed batter coming up. With 2 outs, you don't even think about third base. You're already in scoring position.
Now Ryan Ward. Fouls back a fastball. Strike 1. Ward was able to work a walk in the 5th. 0 for 2 prior to that. Broken bat right field. O'Neill comes in and makes the catch. So now 10 left on base for the Dodgers at the end of 7. It's the Orioles 5 and the Dodgers 3.
The first 40,000 fans will take home an exclusive Freddie Freeman 18th inning walk-off bobblehead. That is presented by 76 and it will be on July 6th. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
Baltimore up on the Dodgers 5-3, beginning the 8th. New pitcher on the mound for LA, the righty Kyle Hurt, facing the toughest part of the order: Gunnar Henderson, Pete Alonso, and then Samuel Basallo.
Hurt with back-to-back scoreless outings, like Klein against Tampa Bay. A hold and a win. And a nice response to a really tough road that he went through for about 3 1/3 innings, where his ERA during those 3 innings plus was 21. But the rest of his season, he has been immaculate with an ERA under 1.
Ground ball to second. First out of the 8th. After pitching 3 scoreless games against Tampa Bay, the Dodger bullpen with 2 runs allowed so far. 1 to Jack Dreyer, another to Will Klein.
First baseman number 25, Pete Alonso.
The last 5 runs in this one in the visiting dugout. One brought in by this man, Pete Alonso. A solo home run off Sasaki in the 6th to tie things at 3.
Yeah, Sasaki was elite for a long time and then got roughed up by the long ball back to back. It's going to need to be the offense that comes out of their shell.
Breaks his bat and he grounds out to Betts, 2 away.
The bullpen's been roughed up a little bit. The starter got roughed up at the end of his outing. The defense has been solid, but the offense is going to have to rescue this game.
Catcher number 29, Samuel Basallo.
And do so without a 2-time reigning NL MVP Shohei Ohtani on paternity leave, not on the paternity list, to be clear. Strike 1, foul back by Basallo. So the Dodgers playing tonight, 1 down. On a 1-2 pitch from Hurt, Basallo strikes out swinging. A 1-2-3-8 for the Dodger righty, keeping the deficit at 2. Bottom of the order. Whoa. Sammy needs a new bat. Let's give you a peek at the road ahead. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. 2 more against Baltimore on this Father's Day weekend. Then off to the Twin Cities. 3-game series against Minnesota. Dodgers scored the first 3 runs in this one, 2 in the first, 1 in the second. So many opportunities in those innings, especially a couple after. Yet they find themselves down 2 entering their last 2 offensive innings. Tyler Wells still pitching for Baltimore, facing Rushing, then Freeland and Tucker.
One challenge each left for the ball club, so I would suspect that we're going to see them both use them. The tight game.
Rushing ahead 2-0. Takes a changeup at the bottom of the zone.
Wells a little different reliever because he came out of the starter pedigree, so he's a 5-pitch guy.
All 3 downstairs. His first 25 appearances this year for Wells, 7 have been at least 2 innings. The 3-1 to Rushing. Big swing and a miss on a cutter upstairs that likely would have been ball 4.
It's a little up, but hitters love the ball up because they see the whole baseball. It makes their eyes get bigger.
The count now full. Wells comes home and strikes out Rushing with a pitch even further upstairs.
He's kicking himself because after the first one that he swung at that was slightly high, he might have like, you know, I need to lay off the high pitch by giving himself a pep talk, but then all of a sudden he swings at one even higher.
A dozen Ks now for the Dodgers. 3 for Rushing. Ball 1 to Freeland. And Freeland fillets one over the third baseman Mayo, who is pulled into the cut of the grass. And the Dodgers once again will have the tying run coming up.
Tommy Edmonds, he set the table. Tommy Edmonds set the table with 2 out. You'll hear Freeland doing it with 1 out.
It's a multi-hit game for Freeland. As many hits tonight as he had in the 8 games prior to tonight. Now Kyle Tucker, tying run, standing at the plate. First pitch swinging and missing, a fastball running away from him.
It looks like he's trying to pitch with the fastball and the cutter up and the changeup and anything breaking down.
Tucker's been on twice, singled his last time up. Now a 6-game hitting streak for Tucker. One on, 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Upstairs, not close with ball 2. The 2-1. Tucker into shallow left. 2 out. After this game comes to an end, it'll be Access Sportsnet Dodgers presented by Mercury Insurance. Live in Centerfield Plaza, John Hartung, Nomar Garcia-Parra, and Adrian Gonzalez.
You hope for the Dodgers to come back and win, but it'll be interesting to see those 2 great hitters break down the Dodger lineup tonight.
And all the missed opportunities.
Yeah, and the approach on some of these strikeouts.
The 2 outs in the 8th, the runner on first. The Orioles make a change. They go to the pen as they lead LA 5-3. Yanier Cano's having a bounce back season in 2026.
He was really good up until the middle of May with an ERA hovering around 1. And then he had a tough stretch for about 10 days at the end of May. And now here in June, he hasn't given up an Ernie in 7 appearances.
2 outs for the Dodgers in the 8th, down by 2. Tying run in the box with Andy Pages. Cano keeping Freeland close to first.
Freeland won't be going anywhere down by 2.
Strike 1, bounce foul. Pages had an RBI double in the 2nd that at the time made it 3-0 Dodgers. Looked like LA would be off to the races in this series opener, but instead hit the brakes, let Baltimore hang around, and now the Orioles are ahead And so too is Cano. 0-2 against Pages.
Cano only brings the fastball up rarely. He's going to be down a lot with his sinker and his splitter and his slider. Not like Wells at all, where he was going fastball, cutter up, and change up down.
The 0-2. Tipped into the glove. Strike 3. And so another runner left on base for the Dodgers. Go to the 9th. 5-3 O's. Back-to-back world champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get fired up with the Hot Ones Munchie Meal. 5-3 Orioles. 9th inning. Blake Trinan pitching. First pitch bunted toward third. Muncy fields and throws. And Taveras is retired.
So many aspects to playing third base, and Max has mastered them all now.
Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser's been on twice, singled and scored in the 7th. And the Orioles took the lead. And that's the difference in the game. Execution with just the bases loaded, not men on base for the entirety of the game, because that obviously is not a story the Dodgers want to have told. But the Dodgers had the bases loaded, nobody out in the 3rd, could not move the ball forward. The Orioles had the bases loaded and 1 out in the 7th, and at the bottom of the order got it done. So back-to-back home runs from those two, Gunnar Henderson and Pete Alonso in the 6th. Trinan's 1-1. Fouled off the mask of rushing. Strike 2. Strike 3. 2 away.
That's the sweeper, and it was a sharp one. It's in the middle of the plate. It's a little bit up, but it's sharp and late, so he gets the whiff. That's the pitch that Blake is trying to get a little better at this year. It's kind of regressed a little bit as far as effectiveness. That is his put-away pitch.
First pitch strike to Kobe Mayo. And it's the hard throwing right-hander Ryan Helsley getting ready for the bottom of the 9th. Oh, and 2.
Two-seamer, then a four-seamer. It does set him up for the sweeper to put him away. See what they pull the trigger on.
There you go, partner. The sweeper away, gets a swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks to finish a 1-2-3 top of the 9th. Now the bottom of the 9th. Freeman, Betts, and Muncy due up. The Dodgers need 2. And the heart of the Dodger lineup will face the veteran closer Ryan Helsley. Spent the first 6.5 seasons with the Cardinals, a couple of all-star bursts for the Redbirds. Now in his first year in Baltimore.
He is a hard thrower. He did have some right elbow inflammation where he was missed until April 29th with the Orioles, but he is 7 for 7 so far this year with those save opportunities. So this will be a tough contest right here for Freddie and Mookie at the top of this order.
First pitch swinging, ground ball to second. One pitch, one out for Helsley, as Alonso was able to maintain the bag. That was unnecessarily weird.
Shortstop, number 50.
I mean, Holiday had all day.
Yeah, Alonso assumed it was going to hit him in the chest, so his feet are improperly aligned, and they both made it worse than it should look.
That's one of the uglier routine outs you're going to see, but it wasn't out for Helsley. Strike one to Mookie Betts. Hits in the first two plate appearances tonight for Mookie. Ks in the last two. After a red hot start, the Dodgers were 7 for the first 13. They're 3 for 22 since. Strike two. And one of the ugly themes from Wednesday's win is carried over to Friday. Number of Dodgers left on base, 11 on Wednesday and 11 so far here tonight. It's the 7th time they've stranded at least 11 in a single game.
Since going down in the top of the 7th, they have at least put a runner on in 7th and the 8th, looking to do it here in the 9th to get the tying run to the plate. Get on for that man. He can make it exciting, make this house shake.
Helsley's 2-2. Betts lifts it high in the air to left field. Back at the wall. This ball is gone. And the Dodgers are not going to go quietly. Home run number 8 makes it a 3-hit night for Betts in a 5-4 ball game.
It sounded good. It measured correctly the launch angle and 100 miles an hour off the bat. That was solid, Mookie. He supplied it. The power is his. It's a breaking ball, and he meets it perfectly.
Now Max Muncy takes a rip at the first pitch. 101 by his swinging barrel.
Max knew he gave up a home run on a breaking ball. He figured he was getting heater. He guessed it, got it, just missed it.
The 0-1 misses upstairs. Muncy 2 for 5 in his career against Ryan Helsley. One of those hits is a double. He's the tying run at the plate. The Dodgers have 2 more outs to play with here in the bottom of the 9th. It's low, ball 2.
Different body language on the mound right now. A little more pensive and a little more throw in his pitches.
On a 2-1. Helsley misses upstairs again.
The spray pattern right now is wide.
So Muncy will put him in the keyhole. Ahead 3-1. And that hits him. Or they say foul ball. Foul ball. What would have been ball 4. Muncy has to stay in there and the count will fill up. Yeah, got the bottom of the bat.
Up the knob of the bat.
Any part of his hand as well.
On the field is no hit by pitch foul ball. Los Angeles challenging.
Here our bottom of the ninth. Can't take it home with you.
No, it's worth challenging it.
Let's listen to that last pitch.
From the center field camera, it makes it look like he hit his elbow guard, but it missed that.
You hear all the time, right? The hitter will let you know. And the way Muncy reacted to that wasn't helping the sell, let's say. So that's a massive break for Ryan Helsley.
Yes, it is.
I mean, also fortunate for Muncy that it didn't get him on the hand.
We're
so
very lucky. You know, he's in line to start the All-Star game possibly.
Back review, the call on the field stands. It is a foul ball. Los Angeles will lose their challenge.
We'll take the foul ball as long as we have a healthy Max Muncy.
Dodgers trailing 5-4. Bases empty, 1 out in the ninth. The payoff to Muncy. Outside and in the dirt, ball 4. The tying run is on first. Alex Call will pinch run for Muncy.
Number 12, Alex Call, the pinch runner at first base.
22 comeback wins for the Dodgers. Third most in Major League Baseball. Still working on another one right here.
Tommy Edman has 3 hits tonight. 2 base hits and a double. He's now facing his former teammate and closer in Ryan Helsley. 2 former Cardinals with the game on the line in L.A. Ball 1 outside. What a take from Edman.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball.
A challenge from Basayo. Did a seam clip the corner? No.
The pitch is the ball. The count is 1-0. Baltimore has no challenges remaining.
Another one outside.
It used to be a game of inches. Now with ABS, it's a game of millimeters.
Helsley's 2-0. Edman swings and pops it up at first base. Alonso will make the catch in foul ground. And the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Tommy Tanks had one. Little breaking ball down in the sweet spot for a left-handed hitter. Just out in front of it. Couldn't barrel it up. But this was a pitch to hit. He expected it actually to break a little bit more, and it just stayed up.
Comes down to Ryan Ward. Takes outside, ball 1. Mookie Betts with a solo home run earlier in this 9th inning. They draw the Dodgers within a run. Alex Call, the pinch runner, the tying run on first base. Helsley has made it difficult on himself in this 9th inning. He's fallen behind consistently.
Sometimes it's easier to pitch to an ex-teammate that knows you than it is to a rookie you've never seen before.
Here comes the 2-0. Upstairs, ball 3.
He will have the green light.
Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to put the tying run in scoring position.
Home run to a righty and Mookie Betts. A walk to a lefty, Max Muncy. A pop up to a lefty, Edman. And a walk to a lefty and Ward. One more left-hander coming up. He's been high to the arm side to left-handers mostly. When he's come inside, he almost hit Max Muncy. So in some ways with rushing, he can look for the ball out over the plate, slightly up.
12 of Ryan Helsley's 19 pitches in the 9th have missed the strike zone. Dalton Rushing is 0 for 4 with 3 punch-outs.
He punched out on a high cutter and a higher cutter, and so he is definitely registering get the ball down.
Takes a first pitch. A slider on the inside corner, strike 1.
That's a good visit. Get him away from that fastball high and away to the arm side and get him on top of the ball with his breaking ball.
Chase the slider in the dirt, strike 2.
Rushing calling time for himself. The third chase in the last 2 at bats.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. The game rests on Rushing's shoulder. Helsley's 0-2. Just a bit upstairs.
Helsley tried to throw a better slider and hung it, but he overhung it.
2 on, 2 out. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's Helsley. Rushing to right. It is down for a hit. Cole's going to score. The throw home is late. The throw skips away. Here comes Ward, and the Dodgers win it. At their last breath.
They scored earlier by a fingernail because of the relay. They score and win in the 9th in a walk-off because of a bad throw. Don't tell me that defense doesn't matter. The edges of the game is where the Los Angeles Dodgers beat you. He chased high fastballs and cutters. He chased sliders in the dirt. He didn't chase a fastball in the middle. He squared it up, and it ended up winning the game.
We talked about it earlier. The Oriole defense all year, the fundamentals have not been their strength. And with the game on the line, the Dodgers take advantage. A 3-run 9th inning to go from 2 down to walking off 1 up. 6-5 the final score. We go downstairs to Kirsten Watson.
Thank you, Steven. Dalton, I know there was a lot of frustration for you at the plate. I saw the emotions here in the dugout. But for you to come in clutch, how good did that feel?
Feels great. It was rough. It was rough to start the day. Man, it just feels good to win. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Take me through just that at bat, what you were seeing there from Halsey that allowed you to get that swing.
I've seen a lot of sliders tonight. Swung at a lot of bad ones. I was honestly anticipating slider and just trying to protect everything else. And yeah, luckily it jammed me up a little bit and we were able to get the ball down.
How do you find managing yourself when you do have a game in which there are frustration with the swing and miss and you still find yourself in a situation when you do want to be that guy for your team?
Yeah, I looked in the dugout after 2 strikes, and I mean, got Mookie here, Freddie over there, everybody's got your back. It just feels good to pull out a win, obviously, all around.
It wasn't just the offense. Let's talk about the pitching. For you with Roki Sasaki, obviously he was excellent, just those 2 home runs late in the game, but what were you seeing with him throughout this one?
Yeah, I thought Roki did great the first 2 times through. Ran into a little trouble the 3rd time, but none of it matters. We're gonna build off of it. It's a win for the Dodgers, and that's all that matters. I think our pitching staff did great there at the end. Guys coming out of the bullpen ready to pitch. That's pretty special, especially in a game like this. You're a 2-run deficit. Mookie giving us a big swing to give us a chance there at the end. All around, just a great win.
A win for the Dodgers and a walk-off for you, Dalton. Congratulations on this one.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Dalton Rushing and Kirsten Watson for that walk-off hero interview to kick off the series. Access Sports The Dodgers is coming up next. The party is already going on in Club Ravine. For Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and our crew, Russell Kodani producing, Ben Dillenberger directing. I'm Stephen Elson.